What's up guys, welcome back from the YgoPro Duel video, new gadget support. Let's try it out, right? It was revealed last week and it was a bit of a bummer when they revealed the new gadget support. Fist of the Gadgets, right? Next to the Fire Fist support. Excellent support by the way, but for gadgets, I'm honest, I expected a little bit more. Right, they got a new boss monster, you know, the boot up destroyer Dynamo, I believe the name is. They got a new level 4, which I think is the better one, I think the best one of the new support, a free level 4 beat stick monster. And you know some other support as well. The trap is not that fantastic. The spell on the other hand, the continuous spell is quite decent as well. I'm running two different gadget builds as you saw. The one here I believe should be TCG legal if I'm not mistaken by the time you're getting Fists of the Gadgets released here in the TCG. But the other build, the Infinitrack, is I think not TCG legal due to I believe the level 5, right? But again, a couple of duels just showcasing, just using both lists. In the first list I'm using, at least I am indeed using the new promos from the tin, the gold sarcophagus tin. Again, it's just these new tins, or at least these three new promos, at least two of them. Being the Dark Ruler No More, which is the skill ring, the spell skill ring, and the monster card, the Nibiru, the Comet here on my side of the field. I believe both of them should be, at least for this solid tier 2 deck, as in gadgets. I believe both these cards can be staple in this deck, right? Gadgets, as that tier 2, as a tier 2 deck, they struggle against against the current top tier decks, the current tier 1 decks. Spam, vomit your entire hand to the field, multiple negations, and that's where against Salads, against Thunder Dragons, against Orcust, whatever, both these cards are excellent. I'm looking at the skill drain cards, I'm looking at Nibiru itself to prevent your opponent from establishing that big board. It gives gadgets the extra power to I guess make them somewhat competitive, but it's quite similar to, let's say, if you're splashing let's say evenly matched into your main deck and go second, right? It's just, you know, those generic cards that can make your tier lower decks somewhat competitive, right? Although the other advantage here of your Nibiru, let's say, is that or at least of your gadgets, is that it's not really the deck that gets hindered by the new cards. I'm looking at Nibiru, for example, I'm looking at the new skill drain, well, maybe the Macrocosmos, that might be something, right? But again, getting to those 5 special summons is a thing now here in our TCG and OCG format, by the way. The OCG is getting them as well, but it's something, right? Maybe the psychological aspect, if my opponent, at least is my opponent, drawing, or did he draw hard open with that Nibiru, and you know, the opponent maybe using the dice of playing some mind games, putting it on 1, putting it on 2, playing those mind games of maybe you know, like hinting he might have the Nibiru in hand, or maybe he's just bluffing, right? But it's something that it's so huge here for us, at least for the game. Again, the potential opponent, or at least the opponent having the potential Nibiru in his hand. So a deck like Gadgets can definitely play around Nibiru. They don't really need those multiple special summons during the opening turn, but again, it's not really the best tier 1 deck here. I'm talking about Gadgets, right? So it's a deck that can definitely go second, having the access to Nibiru, to Ash Bosses in the main deck. You can definitely play other traps like Impermanence, but yeah, both the Skill Drain, Dark Ruler No More, I think this should be a staple in Gadgets. Well, going first, it's not that great, but going second, it's definitely a side deck staple if you want. The new gadgets here, you know, the boot up gadget, special summons itself, well, it's not really a gadget, but you know what I mean, a special summon itself, and then just extending your plays thanks to the continuous spell. Other than that, the equipped spells might just be fodder for your boss monster, right? Getting the equipped gadgets to the graveyard. It's sad that it's not really destroying, at least the special summon of your boot up level 8. Like, I believe it sends the gadget cards from your field, for example, or from your hand to the graveyard. Well, it would have been much better to, let's say, pop your own gold or silver when they are equipped. for example, are on your side of the field and they don't, or at least they haven't used their effect yet during that particular turn. So destroying, like the True King style, right? But nope, that's not the case. So again, a small downside here for this particular support. So Boreload to the rescue against a deck like Thunders, and as well that Dark Ruler no more just kept me in a duel. If it wasn't for that card, it would have been game over already. The Infinitrack build here for gadgets, again the level 5, I believe is like a promo, jump promo, not 100% sure about this, but I don't think this hybrid of Infinitrack and gadgets, I wouldn't run it if it wasn't for that new level 4 that, you know, like you can just tribute away a gadget to special summon like any Infinitrack from your deck, right? So immediately opening up the rank 5 Exceed play, which is basically another Gear Geigen Search, setting up for next turn, right? You do have a couple of options here. You could have set up like, you know, it's searching out a continuous spell for Infinitrack to immediately rank up into a rank 7 Exceed. That would have been okay, but you know, you could just set up for next turn. But again, you're talking about 2019 format, and there, well, with this somewhat of a weak field, again, 2019, you need multiple interruptions during your first turn. So again, it's not something to, or at least it's not something highly top tier, right? And again, I'm talking for 2019 standards, having multiple negations. But again, the follow-up plays are quite cool. Banishing the Trencher, I believe the name is level 5, from the graveyard, trying to special summon Harvester. Harvester, basically the Stratos of the deck, extending your play. So that's something I like about Infinitrack. It extends your gadget plays, it gives you an extra layer through, yeah, it increases the ceiling of this deck. Let's see if your opponent has the hand trap, has the Ash Blossom on your gadget, you can still extend your plays by using the Infinitrack, you know, gaining some extra special summons, Exceed plays, Link plays as well. So that's something I like, definitely like about this deck. So Banishing Trencher, Harvester to search the level 5 that searches the continuous spell to rank up into the rank 7. The rank 7 could be like an extra protection, right? But I do opt to go for the rank 9 indeed. So rank up 9, or at least rank up into the 9, not useful for now. But on my side of the field, by having that Link 1 attached to it as one of its materials, it's protected. So I guess that's fine, but again, 2019 standards, it's not enough. No negations, hardly any negations, well, no negations. Well, okay, my boss monsters are protected, but again, there are so many options to get rid of it. You know, by, okay, the continuous spell gives some protection, the gadget will replace itself by special summoning a gadget from my deck indeed, but it's just not enough. Basically, any deck can play around those small, weak, you know, effects, negation effects, or well, like protection effects. It's not something that, if you want to be highly competitive in 2019, this is not enough. GB on the other end, okay, that's cool. Multiple Gazaras and well, yeah, multiple negations as well. Titanic Galaxy negating the spell, right? And that's whatever, right? Nothing more I can do about that. So last example against Heroes, again going first. This is a good hand. Again, having this, the gold gadget, the yellow gadget is going to get Ash Blossomed again. I have to follow a play with the new boot up Soldier, I believe the name is, and you know, having the continuous spell as well helps, definitely helps. Going for the Gear Geigens, using the gadget effect to special summon Harvester, again extending the plays, right? Getting the extra searches, another quote-unquote rank 5 Gear Geigen search, and eventually rank up into, I believe, the rank 7. So I think, okay, this is a decent setup. I was able to search out the continuous spell, rank up to the rank 7 with the protection effect of the Link monster, have the Gear Geigen potential search for next turn. The continuous field spell is giving some extra protection, and the gadget will replace itself. So, okay, this is a solid hand, this is a solid field, but tough luck here on my side against my, yeah, against my plays here. I think the mask change on his part definitely was a solid play to reborn eventually the Ferris, I believe the name is, and that's game over. Yeah, leaving those two monsters in attack position is basically suicide against a deck like Heroes, and it's just asking to get Trinity, right? Trinity at like, how much of an attack? Yeah, whatever, it's not going to matter too much, he can just attack for the game. So both lists I like. Gadgets they definitely need more. The new support feels a little bit, it could have been much better, right? I was expecting something different. Well, yeah, maybe a new ultimate offering a like card specific for gadgets. That would have been very, very solid, but that's how it is. So again, like always, feel free to leave feedback about these lists. And yeah, okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.